All right, good morning. We are in Zion National Park today, but not doing one of our usual canyons. We're doing one called Kolob Canyon. But I'm with Sarah. We got up early, like around 6. Left St. George around 7. Went to the permit office, because you can only get this permit via in person. You can't find it online. So there's a few steps on how to get this permit. You have to call the water or the Washington County Water District Agency and find out their release schedule for Kolob Reservoir. And so Kolob Canyon, this technical canyon, I can't remember off the top of my head how many rappels it has, like less than 11, I believe. Anyways, it's right above the subway. So if you know where that is, you know, on Kolob Terrace Road, you follow that probably for another 20 minutes, and this takes you to the West Rim Trailhead. So that's where we parked the cars. And so with Kolob, you actually hike back up the road a little bit, because with Boundary, you hike down this road and you go onto the MIA campground. But Kolob, you walk on this road for a few minutes, cross a meadow, and drop into the drainage. So anyways, once you find out the release schedule, then you have to get permission from the LDS church, and there's an email address you have to specifically email. You got to fill it out, and you can't get a quick response. I mean, you'll get a response probably within a day, but so I did that 2 days previously. Got us the permit, or because you cross private property at the very end. Okay. So that's why we're getting access for that. So while we're inside the canyon, you have to get a permit from Zion to do the canyon. But then the exit is crossing private land, and so that's why you need a permit for that. Not permit. It's a free thing. They just want the liability shifted onto you if anything does happen. Okay, so if you look right here, it's been about 3 minutes. Here's the meadow that you'll cross. Yep, so this is the meadow that you cross. And yeah, so it's been about 6 years since I've done this. My memory is still decently intact here. And the MIA exit is definitely notorious, but my first time up it, I didn't think it was that bad. But maybe I'm used to elevation hiking and steep hiking. You know, I live up north, northern Utah, and I'm used to those steep ascents. So I actually didn't think it was too bad. Of course, it was steep and kind of long, but it wasn't too bad. All right, so here's just across the meadow. There's the road, right? And you'll see these fences and signs and stuff. So you follow this road down just for a few feet, and then you follow this path straight down towards the quote the meadow. These are old logging roads. So I brought 2 different pairs of shoes, one for dry hiking and then my canyoneering shoes. My backpack is full to the brim, and so is Sarah's. Water purifier, plenty of ropes, like 200 feet of webbing, about 6 rapides. What else? We have water, our food, our lunches. We got our satellite messenger, so I can text people if anything should happen, which it won't, but just in case. Well, if I remember, it took us about maybe 3.5 hours to go from the approach to the end of the canyon, and then the rest of the hike is just hiking out. You know, similar to like the subway, where you exit all the fun stuff and it's just kind of that slog out, similar to Kolob here, with the addition of the MIA exit. And then once you do the exit, then it's about 3 miles back on the dirt road, back to your car. Imagine bushwhacking through that stuff.
Yeah, that'll be hard.
So this will give us a more direct approach and be a little quicker. Yeah, Sarah's not too happy about carrying the big backpack. It's probably 25 to 30 pounds. And on a petite little girl, it weighs you down. And my backpack is full to the brim too. So it's one of those things of canyoneering, you gotta, pull your own weight too. But she's a trooper. All right, when you get to this point, you'll see a meadow to your left. That's where you want to go. This path to your right, which looks like it goes on, and it does, takes you towards Boundary Canyon. And we'll just follow the meadow here. You just keep following this little path. But yep, here's the little meadow. And so now we're crossing Boundary Creek. I believe that's what it is. And just a little trickle coming through there, maybe garden hose strength.
Ooh. Just a little bit.
Yep. And then upwards we go. I think at an angle here. Yikes. Kind of sharp through all that manzanita. We're just crossing up, going over, dropping back down.
Looks like someone drew on it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wonder if someone did draw on it.
Broken half. Or just that's the way it formed.
It's an ancient.
So we went up a little too high. We probably could have went up just right there. See the little mini saddle? Just right there. We could have went straight up from the meadow just right there. We can see it and just go right there and avoid some bushwhacking. But we're only like 100 feet off course here. Not too bad. It's kind of like Death Gully a little bit, like from Mystery Canyon. Just a tiny bit. And the district said that they were releasing 3 CFS, which is 3 cubic feet per second. And that's about a very doable flow rate. You can do more than that, maybe 5, but much more than that becomes almost treacherous and only for experts, like experts. Yeah, this part of the canyon looks way familiar now. There's all the cabins up there, high up there. See them?
Yeah.
On the cliffside. And right in front of us is where Kolob Canyon starts, or the creek does. Okay. There's a path down here, and that's the path my GPS says to take too. But we're following the intrepid explorers before us down this fun path. Let's go left. Just work your way through the jungle here. And see, there's the drainage. All right, this is Kolob Creek. This is what will be sprinkling on us when we go rappelling. So a little bit of water, but and all the potholes will be full. Mm-hmm. They just won't be crazy flowing. All right, let's go back here and go left. And follow the best path that we can find.
I wonder how many people have done this year.
Probably not a lot. I mean, we're the only ones doing it, well, legally. on Saturday.
Yeah.
And if Saturday is the busiest, I would think, because everyone's not working and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's probably some weekends where it doesn't get done at all. So,
Just this way?
yep. Yeah, it's a beautiful little spot. Yeah, the canyon's starting to form up, become more vertical. Shall we go take a look? So this is it. This is the first rappel off this tree.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then the canyon starts there. So we get you put on our dry suits here.
Really?
Yeah, because it'll be easier down or up here. And then the canyon begins. So that took us almost exactly an hour to get here. Alrighty, we're all suited up in our dry suits. We're gonna go hook up to the first rappel, which is off this tree. And I believe the rappel is like 80 feet or so. Check out the cool view though. Yeah, can we just go down canyon from there? Alright, well I'm connected. I'm going down next. I won't be able to film it, but I'll film looking back up once I'm done. Alright, I'm on rappel, looking down on Sarah there, looking back up. There's a little free hang there, for like 20 feet. But here we go, almost to the bottom. Ice cold.
Yeah.
You can see it's not very high rappel, not very scary. Then we pull the rope, then we go on, and it kind of flattens out to like a grassy meadow, and then it slots back up pretty quickly. This water's cold. I mean, in a wetsuit, of course, would be okay, but yeah, because elevation-wise, we're like 6,500 feet. So we're about 2,000 feet higher than Salt Lake. So we're up in the mountains. Oh, kind of a neat little section right here, huh? Yeah, beautiful. Hope you gotta sit down and fall in.
Do you want to go first?
Sure, I can catch you. Nice job. Alright, rappel number 2. Little baby one, maybe 12 feet high or so. But yeah, this is the second rappel. Just about knee deep right here. Yeah, and so this is the spring I was telling you guys about earlier. So if you look up right there, see how it's dripping? Yeah, there's like another side drainage comes in just right here. I mean, it's tiny, but yep. And then there's the log that drills into that rock there. And so there's that rock. That was there last time in 2016. I'm sure it's been there before 2016 or 2015 is when we last did it. But you know, that's still grinding at that rock. I remember hooking up to the bolts right behind you, and then you drop into that pothole where you can't touch, and then you continue on, and then you pull the rope. Yeah, stand up and then make sure all the ropes are on the ground and they're untwisted. Just as a reminder. And then once you're off rope, you can swim away. Then I'll get the rope when I'm on the bottom. Alright, that's looking where I stood. This is looking down into the pothole where you can't touch. And cut out that lip and rappel on this side. Alright, looking back up. I'm on that little shelf. Definitely a beach well exit. And I'm not holding on to anything, but that's looking down. And Sarah says you can actually touch down there. So once I'm down, I'll pull the rope and then we'll continue on. But look at that, the canyon opens up down there. I'm walking back with the rope here so I can pull it. But isn't that beautiful? And I can touch right here. Alrighty. So if you look not too much farther, there's your next set of anchors right there. Yeah, you go into a pothole right here, and then you got another bolt just right there. Little baby one, just down to there. Grab our ropes, and then connect down there. Okay, I'm off rappel, and that was like the coldest water I swam in my entire life. Not the coldest. I mean, I've done Das Boot, or we've done Das Boot in the winter, or I guess in March, with dry suits, had to break through snow, swim through ice. These ice chunks. Break through ice, yeah, that was cold. But this is like on par with that. That was cold. Yeah, because you're against the wall, huh? I came off rappel and swam over here. Ice cold water, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alright, so this is what it looks like when you come out of it. Look at that. So we're engaging the pull cord on this rappel. Alright, I'm going to rappel first. That way, yeah, you guys can kind of see what it looks like to rappel with Sarah coming down. But you can see the pothole just right there. It's pretty easy. Then you continue on, rappel to that lower one, and then pull your rope from way down there. Here's a better shot of the entire rappel there. And I need to get a head mount, huh? That's what you rappel down, so pretty slippery, but no real big overhangs, nothing like that. Alright, I just had to stop and take a quick little video of that. Look at that. Getting rained on. Just looking down. So amazing, so beautiful. Alright, made it to the ground. And you can touch the bottom right there. And then it's about chest deep. And you gotta climb out up to here. And then you continue on, rappel just down to there. So don't pull your ropes quite yet. Otherwise you'll need a sling around this rope here. So Sarah's gonna be tossing the pull cord down in just a second. And she'll be rappelling down. Sarah's toes are numb. Now the water's definitely cold. You definitely can't, what's the word? Overestimate the canyon. And looking back up, there's that rocky climb over, and here's the edge. Alright, pulled the ropes. And then this is a complete swimmer. It's over there, followed by a short rappel. And then it looks like a little walk or so until the next couple of rappels. Alright, just got done with the swim. And Sarah's freezing to death right here. Oh yeah, this is actually a down climb. I remember this one.
Down climb?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Because you got to walk your way to those bolts. I remember this from last time. A fun down climb. And down climb that and slide right in. An action shot here. Putting my hips between the walls. Childbirthing hips. Yep. Chattering your teeth. Woo! Refreshing. Sarah didn't like the idea of getting her face wet, so she's gonna hand line because she's worried if she gets her face wet, then she's gonna be cold. She's already shivering right now, right? So this is her way of just kind of hand lying down. It's actually pretty grippy right there. Yeah. Yeah, she's already cold as it is. And this will help kind of, yeah, when your hair's wet, it just makes you cold all day. You can do it. Nice, good job. All right, pack the rope. Continuing on. Someone made this into a rappel too. But you can just jump into it, slide down into it. Oh, it almost got your hair. Yeah, I remember this one. Yep. There's a lot of logs down there. A lot of timber. Alright, there's a view looking back up. Looking down. And then there's Sarah trying to climb out with a log suit. Okay, that's looking back up. I kind of wedged myself here because it's a swimmer right there. So I'm pulling my cord or my rope from here rather than have it dangle with me in the log soup there, because that would not be fun. I mean, well on rappel, that is. I can pull it through here once I'm swimming. Yeah, so now I can just drag the bag with me. So, alright. Time to swim and then film over there. Alright, swam through there. Pretty tiring, actually. You can see my path. But it kind of warmed me up, though, a little bit. And Sarah's cold, so I'm going to have her stuff the bag real quick. So take this. Oh, you don't have the shoulder one. Here, you can use mine. Here you go. Attach it to mine. That way you can just pull down. And then we have this next rappel. It's what I call the grotto rappel. Yeah, it looks like some tree just fell down here. And this is the grotto rappel. So nice and easy. Alright, that's looking back up. Do you see why I call it a grotto rappel? It's a little grotto here. Alright, time to pull the rope. Alright, another small rappel right here. Little baby one. Just around the corner. Here's that rappel. Bunch of logs in the way. Probably a little swimmer. And then turn the corner. And we'll go from there. Alright, off rope. I just swam. And then turn the corner. And then here we go. And then from there, the next rappel is just right here. Alright, next rappel here. Yeah, so you rappel from there, touch that, and then continue on that rappel to the lower one. That's looking back up, and here's the lower half. And there so. Alright, we're at the bottom, pulled the rope, and we're continuing on. And I think the next rappel is the tallest one. Like a little grotto. Kind of cool. Yep. Looks pretty amazing. Alright, Sarah's off rappel. Now it's my turn to connect here, grab the pull cord and rappel down. That's looking back up, down, about mid rappel. Alright, made it to the bottom, was able to touch there. Walked over here so I can pull the cord, or pull the pull cord. Alright, here we go. That was a fun rappel, huh? Yeah, that was cool. And that's definitely the biggest canyon, or biggest rappel in the canyon. Oh, I can touch barely. Alright, I was looking back at Kolob, got all the ropes packed away, still in the dry suit, just in case there's an extra swimmer or two up ahead. Oh, and as the diabetic hiker, just checked my blood sugar, and I'm a little on the high side. I'm 220, so I just gave myself some insulin, and I should bring myself down. Turn the corner, got a jungle through here, and then the sun is right ahead of us. And look at that sun.
Oh, it's just right there.
You could go 20 feet and go lay in it.
Maybe it turns to it.
Yeah, we're going that direction. Yeah, you can hear the waterfall in the distance there. The spring-fed waterfall. So if you try to look at the source of it, you're like, oh, it's like 1,000 feet back or something like that. Yeah, you just turn the corner and you're like, whoa, there it is. Yeah, there's a tire in this canyon. Because right above us are some roads, and people have tossed in some tires. because it's fun to watch tires bounce down. Sarah, look.
Whoa.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
There it is.
Whoa.
Isn't that beautiful? Ooh, it's warm right here. Being here in person is way different than seen on camera, but just look at that. The price you pay to see that beauty. Yeah, we're kind of tired. Then we just continue onward down there. But we're going to refill our water here from the springs. Have a little bit of lunch / dinner, and then we'll continue onward. So Kolob Creek must go back underneath the ground, kind of near the exit. But then the waterfall contributes quite a bit of water. But Sarah's got her dry suit top off, got her sweater on, got her lunch and dinner. So we filtered water, so now we're gonna hike out to Oak Creek and then to the MIA exit. It's a pretty cool area. Kind of reminds me of Escalante and Death Hollow, or even Coyote Gulch. Yeah, see the American dipper bird.
Why did you do that on me?
He's listening to a sweet Rob Zombie song, Dragula. He has some bird pods in his ears.
Bird pods.
Yeah, the dipper bird. It's like he's guiding us. Yeah, it's way green. A lot of thick grass right here. And those American dippers are still leading us the way. There's 3 birds now. Yeah, we're rounding them up.
They're literally falling off.
Alright, time for our dry suits back on. Yeah. There we go. You're puffy. Let all the air out. Alright, that was a swimmer right there. last rappel of Kolob right before Oak Creek, which is right there. Then we have one rappel in Oak Creek left. There you go. Can you touch? The trash compactor soup right here. Yeah, that was not a fun log jam. Now we're out of the canyon. There'll be a little bit more light too. It won't be as dark. This is getting pretty dark in there. Alright, we've made it to Oak Creek. And that's the end of Kolob. Wow, that was a long slog. Longer than what I remember. So now the creek is double the volume. And so we just follow this until we hit the MIA exit. Yeah, this is the cool part where it cuts underneath the log or the rock here. Creates a cool little waterfall. Well, it did in the past. That's our way though. It's pitch black underneath here. This is our wrap. Want me to go first? Okay, I'll go first. Yeah, so that's all new from 2016. It's probably been there longer than that. I mean, before then. But yeah, I remember a cool little rock waterfall cascade right there. All right, I made it to the last rappel in Oak Creek, and then after this, we can take off our top hats again, and then change into our dry shoes once we hit the exit. All right, so we can go. Losing daylight. Took about 10 minutes to rappel and pull the rope and stuff. So now we're all done with rappelling. Now we're just trying to book it towards the exit. We have headlamps, but still as much sunlight as we can get to climbing out, the better. If you look towards your right here, look up Canyon.
Oh, yeah.
This is where Boundary Canyon comes out of.
Oh, yeah.
This is not inside the park, technically, so you don't even need a permit for it. And this is where it ends. It's getting pretty dark here. I may not be able to film too much longer, but we're about half-mile away from the exit. Alright, we have made it to the MIA exit. Unfortunately, I won't be able to film it. It's 8:30. We're gonna take off our dry suits, get on our dry socks and stuff, and then we'll go up. So